What's going on YouTube? I told you I had something going on. I was going to show you what I'm about to do with it. So these are battery post shims. What's going on today is on my Genesis and probably a few other people that replace their batteries. What normally happens is the Genesis battery from the factory, the terminal post is a little bit bigger. So in turn, what it does, when you put it on, you can't really get that super tight like it needs to be. So what we're gonna work on today is just putting these shims on. Nothing really complicated, it's pretty straightforward. And plus I figured I needed to do a video for it just in case somebody else has the same problem after replacing their battery themselves after the factory battery is no longer any good. So let's get started. Of course, you need your 10 millimeter. Take this nut off first, because you need to take that off in order to get where you need to take this terminal off. And a lot of people always tell you when you're dealing with a battery, take the negative off first. But keep in mind, this nut right here just holds down that cover that covers this. So, pop this ground loose. Once we get it going to the right direction. Pull that to the side like so. Then you're positive. You may need an extension, of course. Probably not as long as mine, but that on there. Same process. Notice it opens up when you unscrew it rather. Then you pull this up. If it helps you too, you can unplug this, which is basically one of your hot wires, and this one as well. Move it out the way, and everything moves out of the way like that. Also too, that's what you see on the underside of it. So you move all of this out of the way. As you can see, this battery was shim before. So how that happened like that is beyond me. Make sure when you get the shims, you get the lead ones, not the steel ones. So once you got all that stuff out of the way, like we just did, make sure the battery is clean, especially that side where the shim is gonna go. Place the shim on top of the actual terminal. Sometimes it slides down on the place. Other times you probably just got to give it a few love taps, which I'm going to show you how to do it without hurting yourself or anything else. Once you get this terminal back right, you don't have to hit it hard, just get it to meet, and then when you know it's tight, it won't pull off. So now you may have to loosen up your terminal a little bit more, but that's neither here nor there. Just go in, slide that on as far as you can get it. Loosen this up just a little bit. kind of wedge it in there to kind of make it open up. Then once you got everything in place, this ain't all the way on, of course, but I'm just doing this now just to give you an idea of what you need to do. And I'm gonna turn back on in a second. Now that you got everything settled, got everything back flush. So now what I'm gonna do is just tighten everything up. Everything has to be at the right level, of course. This you don't necessarily have to take off. I just took it off just to give me more room. And there's also a plug behind it as well that has to go in. So from that, remember to tighten up your terminals and all of your screws that you've taken off. And we start back reassembly. Make sure not to over tighten it because you will snap that thing if it's too tight. That one in. And then don't forget your two plugs that you unplugged as well. One right there, and the one that goes right here, which should be your battery reminder. Put that back on there, of course, and that's done. And of course, you gotta put your ground on. And once all of it's done, that's pretty much it. Simple, straight to the point. And it should get you back into the game. All right, as always, like, share, subscribe, and we out. One more thing that I forgot to mention. On these post adapters, if you want to do it differently, kind of like what I did before in another vehicle for a customer, I just cut the side off and I just slid it in between the post itself and then tightening it down. That works as well too, but you're gonna have people say, oh, don't do that, you're gonna cause a problem. It doesn't cause a problem. What it does is just tightens up the actual post so it'll have connectivity. So if you have any questions, just feel free to contact, as you all been doing, and I appreciate that. And thank you all for the support. Continue to like, share, and subscribe.